I gotta look it up now.
Oh, hang on, I'll be right back.
I gotta look this up.
Kelsey, whose turn is it for the recap?
Baka.
Who?
Marbaka.
Marbaka!
See, I'm like the worst person to do this recap to, because I didn't understand half of what was going on last time.
We'll
can
fill
always
you
go
in
on.
on the way.
Mhm.
Come on.
All right.
Yep, and I'll have to use Rick's notes too, because I kind of stopped taking notes at some point.
I was like, this is a little complicated.
Yeah!
But we did promise that we were going to go over everything. So so long as we meet the new characters, we'll do a quick rundown.
Yeah, I stopped giving a shit about this campaign, so I stopped taking notes.
No, I just was paying attention. Also, can we take a rest for crying out loud?
No,
It's
At
like
some
3
point.
sessions. I've been.
everything is like a 5-minute walk away. So we gotta go do it now.
I'm eepy. You need a sleepy.
Yes, it's fiends are from like the different planes. They're not just they don't just have like hell in Eberron. So they were like, okay, so there's all different kinds of fiends from like a lot of the planes. So you can have them be anything. So they put this in their book. So, oh, is it a fiend from the plane of the dead? So that's a Deluri fiend. They have resistance to psychic damage. They got vicious mockery, distant whispers and blur.
Oh, while
Oh,
we're
no,
waiting, while we're waiting for Marbaka to get his shit together.
I thought I was waiting on you to start your stream.
No, the stream is up. We've started.
Oh,
But
Started.
hang on. Before we get to there, Chris Perkins retired.
saw
Oh,
that.
did he?
Yeah, Chris Perkins retired.
Wow. Okay.
He is out. He is done.
It is he was in there for a while.
Well, it's weird because he made a reference to how well the new edition is selling, or the new stuff is selling, and from
That's
everything
good.
I've seen about the new stuff, it's not selling, or it's not selling as
That's
well.
yeah. It's
as
not
they
selling as
wanted
well
it
as
to.
yeah.
So I don't know what's going on anymore.
Sorry about that. Back.
Lockwood is
Alright.
back though, so we can go ahead and start up with the recap provided by Marbaka, ladies and gentlemen. Marbaka.
the least qualified recapper for this. Anyway, I'm
okay, you have a
basically
script.
going to read Rick's thing. Sorry?
It's okay. You have a script at the very least.
I do. As violence broke out, Taj cast a haste spell, but dropped it immediately to stun Johann. The professor magically separated everyone to prevent conflict. It didn't work. Morgan realized why Johann attacked. He asked Taj to trust him and rushed off to confront Johann. Pyre was conflicted and chose not to interfere and prayed. Brynjar also stood by, not knowing why they were fighting. Morgan, since the party would not stand by long, he asked Johann to trust him and made no effort to defend himself. Morgan allowed Johann to execute him. The party was shocked at this outcome. Johann, taking no chance that he might fail, bound Morgan as a specter and took the Forsimian artifact before trying to fly off. Pyre did something. Intervened. Sorry. Using her magic to break Johann's binding, and then began to revive Morgan. Johann chose to destroy the artifact rather than risk letting Morgan reacquire it. The backlash knocked Johann out. The professor argued for leniency. I'm not sure how much of an argument he made, but anyway. And gave Johann a potion. Johann found that he could not stay with the group and said his goodbyes, asking them to restore Naya. Is that how you say it? Naya?
Yes.
Naya's memories if they had the chance. Johann left the group, resigned to his fate as a pawn of the King of Yellow. As Pyre focused on healing Morgan, dark spectral hands began to grip his body. As he returned to life, the hands dragged Morgan down to face the consequences of his heresy. Confronted by his former patron, Sephara, and the spirit of his father, Morgan expressed some remorse, admitting the grief of losing so many people he cared for overwhelmed him. The spirit of Ranger 4 also confronted Morgan, and to Morgan's relief, they remained friends even in death. Imara, the goddess of compassion, arrived to deliver judgment to Morgan. In the end, however, Morgan remained defiant, stating that he would not give up on his quest for profane power. Imara left Morgan to his fate, forever to wander between life and death alone.
All
Which,
right.
fun fact, on Morgan's character sheet, one of the things, his greatest fear is that his friends die and he's left alone.
Oh gosh. Well,
Well, his friends didn't die.
That's true,
No.
so it's better than nothing.
Only one of them, but he got to say goodbye
Yep.
Mhm.
to that one friend before he left.
See, it all almost worked out.
That's all that matters.
I wonder how Ranger
Great
4
recap, by
felt.
the
I
way.
wonder if Ranger 4 was like, what a tragedy, or if Ranger 4 was like, yeah, that tracks.
No, he would probably say, "Why would Morgan do
It's
this?"
unfortunate, but not unexpected.
All right. Does anybody want to add anything before we continue?
I have a slight list of the stuff that Morgan was in his bag that was not lost, pending George's approval.
No, Morgan's stuff went with him.
Ah.
I didn't want them to lose the father's tears, so I specifically said Morgan throws out his bag, not the gear he had equipped, but just his bag of containing the father's tears and a couple other
Yes,
things.
because if he brought the father's tears with him, then we'd have to go to the realm of the dead to go get Morgan back.
I'll allow the father's tears, but that's it.
Okay.
We miss out on coffee, a crowbar, a dungeon pack, a cookbook, an old set of armor, and some diamonds.
We're fucked. Let's give
And
up now.
12 diamonds.
Well, those were the cursed ones, right?
They were,
Okay.
but they're still diamonds.
True. Yeah.
So, let's see here.
So someone grab the father's tears.
Yeah, who wants the father's tears?
As Morgan's dragged off to the abyss, he yeets it away from him.
Right. Okay.
Did somebody pick it up?
Well, I guess this is the direct aftermath, because the party, I guess, the last thing they saw was Morgan
Will
just
Diggles
disappearing.
now has the father's tears.
There you go.
Diggle that wills.
That's true. He was most interested in ancient artifacts, so there you go.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have
There
no
you
idea what
go.
that is, but he will definitely study it.
Let me see if I can find it. I think
Ancient flip flops.
I assume that's not a actual item in the game.
It is actually.
Oh,
It
Oh,
is.
it? Okay.
Hang on, I'm about to
Yeah.
put it into your folder, Marbaka. Give me just a second.
Oh, I see it.
Oh shit! I just now saw that. Where is immune to exhaustion?
Yep. It's
You're
useful.
gonna love that later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're never going to sleep.
That's true. Yeah, it's been 3 or 4 sessions now with no sleep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, when last we left off, we had a lot of drama, and then you guys were up here, approximately 60 miles away from Zambar.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of drama happened, and you guys were going to continue along your way. For the sake of my own sanity, and for the sake of our Ranger Beastmaster, who would like to get back to his what's the best way to say this? His companion,
His son.
Nod,
Just say his son.
nod, wink, wink.
His adopted kid.
we are going to fast forward 6 days.
Can we, before you...
Oh, that's some resting, all right.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
never mind. I see it now.
yeah. You get that would entail 6 nights worth of rest. So you guys are fully leveled up now. You've got all your hit points back, all your spell slots, all your class ability stuff, etc., etc.
Oh boy.
5 times 5 is 25, so 75.
Remind me how to calculate how many spells I can prep.
That means something new. You guys ready for this? I don't think you guys are ready for this. The next morning... Oh, I can't put down 2. But there's 2 tarts. Taj is working on one and all that and polishing the other and everything. And he did not say anything. He did not say oh hey look, there's another tart. Nope, there's just 2 now.
Hang on,
It's always
I
been
imagine,
tarts.
out of grief for his friend, he throws himself into his work.
Yes.
I'm looking down. Is it...
Out of grief for a friend, I deal an additional 3d8 plus intelligence force damage as a bonus action.
That's
so on
really
the
good.
wizard, on the wizard chart where it says I have 19 prepared spells, that's 19 levels of prepared spells, right?
Nope. 19.
No.
You could have all 9th level spells if you wanted.
You're looking.
Compared to what you're able to cast that day.
Hang on, just a second, Marbaka.
Okay.
Wizard is interesting because it works so it's written different like other ones. Because when you're a cleric, you're like, okay, you know all the spells, what spells you take in for today. Wizard is like, okay, you only know the spells that are in your spell book, but the spells that you can cast spell slots with are your prepared spells and rituals that you have in your spell book. But yeah. So, but it's like the wording changes, but it isn't. It's just what spells are you able to cast that day?
All right, Marbaka, I'm about to put it in our Discord for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Wizard's got a lot of utility.
They do. And does he have the you can change you can change a spell during a short rest thing?
No, it's for him. It's a long rest.
Okay, sounds good.
You can change your list of prepared spells when you finish a long rest. Preparing a new list of wizard spells requires time spent studying your spell book, or in Marbaka's case, or Will Diggle's case, his spell notes. Is that more accurate?
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much. It's got a messenger bag that's got loose leaf paper all over it.
He's got a collection of post-it notes that he just sort of.
Pretty
I
good.
imagine he's got a Rolodex full of spells.
All right, so that's your guidance there, Marbaka.
Yeah.
And if you need a chart showing you how many spells per level, no, actually that should already be on your character sheet. There should be a number next to, like when you're looking at your character sheet, when you're looking at your spell sheet, it'll give a number on the left that is like the number of slots you have.
No, I'm not talking about the slots. I'm talking about the number of prepared spells. It says it's intelligence modifier plus wizard level, so that would be 20 total.
Yeah, because you guys are. Or what is your intelligence?
I believe it's 5. My intelligence is 20, so...
Okay, so yeah, your modifier would be a
Plus
5.
five.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a whole lot of spells.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me know when you're all leveled up and everyone's got their shit ready. And
Hey,
we will-
George, I'm good.
Same here.
I'm all set.
Cleric. Kelsey.
No.
Good. We're level.
Okay.
She's
We're
got
good.
a great spell. I got 2 tarts.
2 tarts. Is it literally just like the other one, but there's two of them now?
It is yes, it is literally the same. I think they have to be the same configuration. I will double check that because if they are, even if they aren't, I'm gonna make sure they're the same. They're both gonna be in ballista form now. Oh, that you can choose for them to be different, which is interesting.
That's really good.
It's cool. I don't think I'm gonna do like double protector because
double dragon.
Yeah.
2 dragons.
I can't do double protector because the temp HP won't stack. For now, stick with double ballista.
All right, so
Yeah, Morgan is still, his token's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, Morgan.
oh, oops,
You'll be missed.
sorry. Yeah, you're wandering the earth alone now. Every now and
I have all
then
my
you
souls.
just see people out on the horizon, and you wave, and then you realize they're not ever going to see you.
Fun.
That was fucking dark.
Yeah, no kidding. All right.
All right, so we are on the streets of Zambar,
Mm-hmm.
and you notice a familiar sight at the end of the road, sort of over
Assassins.
there. So, wow,
It
is that what you
seems
guys?
like every time we go into Zanbar, we get attacked by something. So
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you guys think of me?
No.
Well, you did message me saying we attack the party when they show up, right?
Right.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You do, though. You see the familiar form of Anwar as he walks through the streets with his 2 daughters towards his inn. They stop, however, to view a large owlbear. It is white as snow. And
is it?
well, give me a perception check, Brynjar, with advantage.
No.
It is in fact Bert. And
My boy.
you see that he is not speaking with Mosalon, but Mosalon is with him, and Mosalon is feeding him and sort of taking him through a series of exercises that wind up being performative for children that are looking at it from nearby and clapping and throwing what little coins they have out towards Bert, who then tries to eat them, and Mosalon says, "No, my friend, those are not food." But yeah, you see that as you guys walk into town.
Imagine Bert presses F to doubt.
And Brynjar will go. I don't see. Where's it? There he is. He is going to full sprint. Go past everybody.
As you get up to Bert, you sort of step past a fanciful bird man. And Rick, explain or describe Victor Cervantes to us. And where is he from with a name like Victor Cervantes? Is he from España?
He is. He is the bird bard hero of España.
Oh, wow.
Victor Cervantes.
Oh, okay.
The infamous adventuring hero. Although maybe they wouldn't recognize him at a glance. He's dressed pretty well. You know, bard, you have to keep up appearances. He has his signature feathered hat. He has his wings are, rather than out, they're sort of draped over him like a cloak.
I've heard he's the thorny Mick of the East. Is that true?
Yes, he would be the equivalent of Luis Miguel.
Oh,
Who, if you ask any older Spanish lady, they will be very happy to hear that name.
Is it true he was in Menudo until he got kicked out because he was too old?
Yeah, he's hanging out with Draco Rosa these days.
Are bird folk common? Or is this like a
not
rare
really.
sight?
I don't
I'm going.
think I don't think Brynjar would he'd probably double take like what the fuck is that, but then realize he has other things to handle, like giving Bert a big
So
bear hug.
in our game world, in our campaign setting, in the world of Levis, the ever-breathing, ever-evolving, ever-changing world of Levis, Aarakocra are not unheard of. However, Victor Cervantes is not an Aarakocra. But
Legally distinct, but
to the
very similar.
untrained eye, he probably looks like an Aarakocra. Or he would give off an Aarakocra kind of air. Birdman equals Aarakocra in most people's heads.
So,
And,
well-
go ahead.
What? No, there's a question for Rick. You go. Sorry.
So off to his side, also watching the owlbear Bert go through his paces, is a big lion man. And Mike, describe Nair for us. Nair.
So Nair,
yeah.
Nair. So Nair is basically he's leaning on his staff. He's looks like he's about to fall over because he is drinking something from a big sack, which is definitely not water. He's basically he's kind of dressed in kind of like dusty kind of robes. His mane is a little bit kind of semi unkempt, and he kind of looks like he's kind of like almost lost in whatever thoughts or that he's having. So he's just kind of like, and so he's just basically trying very hard not to fall asleep as he's leaning against his pole, and he's just chugging away, and he's like, taking a chug here, and he's also got basically kind of like a dusty kind of hat on that has that looks like it's basically kind of like leather, but it's made of different leather patches, like it's almost kind of like put together. He basically kind of looks like, this guy looks like a kind of a wandering hobo a little bit. So, but yeah, he's just kind of like.
I thought you were going to say the hat was made out of skin. When you said leather,
Well, it is. It's leather, but I won't say what kind of skin it is.
I thought you were about to say different colored skins. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have two ends of the spectrum as far as well-dressedness.
Yeah. But basically, this guy looks like he's just been wandering around the desert for quite a while, and kind of like, kind of looks, and he just like, he's just kind of, lost in his liquid dream, so to speak. So
Brynjar and Victor Cervantes.
yeah.
Yep.
Your read off this guy is that he probably a tweaker. He's probably high. Seems like he's been doing maybe a little too much alcabayo or giggleweed, or hell, maybe both.
But I'll address Brynjar as he walks past. He will say, "Buenos dias, good morning, senor. Does this creature belong to you? Or perhaps, by the look of it, you are belonging to each other?"
Very much the latter. He belongs to nobody, but he is a dear companion.
I see. He is a fine specimen, if I may say.
I wish I could take credit. Unfortunately, in his youth, I've had to leave him here. The dangers of an explorer is, with such a, adolescent owlbear is not very safe. So I owe his upbringing mostly to the fine folks in this town.
As you say that, Brynjar, you hear a voice in your head that you have actually heard a couple of times. I don't remember exactly how or what was said, but I think the moon goddess allowed it. You hear a voice in your head that you clearly, immediately know is Bert. And in Bert's owlbear voice, which I'm not going to imitate because I would destroy my vocal cords and I need them for tomorrow.
Fair enough.
But in Birch Owlbear voice, which is playful, he asks if he can eat the Birdman.
This is just in my head, right? So we can communicate
Yes.
telepathically.
He asks if he is allowed to eat the Birdman.
The bird, no bird. We can get you plenty of food, but not the bird, man.
And he kind of sits on his back legs with his, big owlbear paws just kind of in the dirt in front of him. And he just kind of looks real down and dejected. He draws like little, just shapes in the dirt, just absently with his claw.
Bert, we don't eat people or things of intellect, okay?
As I tell my Tuesday night group, we don't eat things with pants.
We don't eat things that wear clothes.
Yeah,
right?
we don't eat things that wear clothes. All right. So, Will Diggles, Pyre, Taj, Turt, and Tart. What do you think as you're walking up and seeing this scene of Brynjar with a now much larger Bert? What it looks like is that Bert was always meant to be a white owlbear, but like he was, he still had his baby feathers, some of his baby feathers.
His baby feathers. So he
Yeah.
grew into his adult feathers.
He wants it.
And
He was bald
Pyre,
for a little bit.
Pyre, give me a religion check.
Religion check.
We know how this is gonna go. Not bad, actually.
Pyre with a 15, you would guess that he is also solid, bright white, also because it is the moon goddess's will.
Oh,
Saloon would be proud.
All right, Will Diggles, Taj,
And I'm
or-
sorry, I don't remember. Is Pyre's patron the moon goddess?
No,
Am
no.
I- oh, okay.
Pyre's goddess is Amara, the goddess of compassion, the one that
That's right,
the
okay.
one that adjudicated
Judged,
Morgan
yeah.
walking the earth alone as a ghost.
Okay. Moon goddess, different person. Gotcha.
Also didn't
Will
like
Nichols,
Morgan.
Didn't know this before. This is the owlbear that he's been hearing about, so he's just kind of watching, curious.
So, in regards to Victor Cervantes, what kind of check would I need to make for a wandering merchant across Alcarac to maybe have heard one of his songs? I'm assuming that this is like the level of like Enrique Iglesias or like Pitbull, and I feel like you would probably hear Pitbull.
That's a
or
wide
Enrique
spectrum.
Iglesias. It is a wild spectrum, but like he's Mr. Worldwide.
Give me
Is Victor Mr. Worldwide? We might find out here.
give me a history check. We'll just see what kind of roll you get. Oh yeah, you've heard some of Victor Cervantes' hits.
Well, I know he's
To all the
eight.
birds I've loved before. Help me out, Victor.
Well, he's known a lot for not just his music, but also his tales of adventure. He's authored many tomes on his adventures as a writer, spreading the stories of his adventures as well as other adventures, too.
Aj will approach and everything and ask, excuse me, sir, you probably get this all the time. You look exactly like how Victor Cervantes describes himself.
Yes,
that on
I've
purpose?
heard this many times, but I always say the same. Victor Cervantes is much more handsome than I.
Well, I'm sure that goes without saying, of course, but it's just funny. I had to say because, like, the white feathers and the look, it's really impressive.
Yes.
You nailed it.
Well, your
Honestly,
eye
you
does
told
not
me
deceive
for-
you. I am one and the same. Victor Cervantes, hero of España.
No, really? No, now you're fucked with me. Now that I said it.
Well, if I were truly Victor Cervantes, I would have my dreadwood guitar, and he will unveil his guitar, his rhythm maker's instrument
Whoa!
from one of his earliest
This is
adventures.
Family Game.
Yeah, well,
It's after 9 p.m.
Hide your kids. Bert, look away. Well, Bert's old enough now. But it is a beautiful black wood with gold filigree on it. Supposedly from his earliest adventures, when he defeated the Dreadwood Tyrant and started his career as an adventuring bard.
It's quite the beautiful prop. But can you play it, Victor Cervantes?
Some would say so. And Victor will strike up a tune.
All right.
All right, describe the tune, and you don't have to sing it, but give us a name.
Let's see.
And then do a
Well,
performance.
this one will be, let's say, how about The Winds of España? A song about his just his travels on the road and just the sort of little moments in between, sitting around a campfire, going to inns and meeting new people, just the joys of travel.
All right.
Taj's face just kind of slowly goes into realization, like, oh
Let's
my
see
god.
the performance check first.
Do a performance check first.
Oh, okay.
34.
Wow.
Whoa.
How's that for a first roll? Jesus.
You know what? I'm going to take it further because Victor wants he's a bit of a showboat. I'm going to use one of my lore bard abilities to add a Burdick inspiration to it.
Oh, that's never gonna get old.
35.
Okay.
So yeah, basically when I make an ability check, I can use Bardic inspiration on myself.
Everybody,
like,
everybody within earshot, including Bert, is just rapt with attention.
Yep.
Professor Wildiggles, you saw Victor Cervantes in concert 6 years ago in Meerstadt when he was on tour. You were keeping time with a nobleman's daughter while you were a guest lecturer there at the Mir Station University when you caught Victor Cervantes' performance. It was as enchanting then as it is now.
Why are you yelling it?
I don't know. I'm just
Taj
lost in the moment.
has to
35 performance check. That's pretty good.
Taj has to compose himself, take a moment to try to not shed a tear as he remembers hearing this music long ago.
And you're like, if only Morgan was here. He was such a huge Victor Cervantes fan. But Morgan was also such an asshole.
Listen, Morgan's gone. He won't be missed.
What
Yeah.
name?
We're Cervantes now.
As soon as Victor's done, Nair kind of rouses up and he goes, "Oh, bravo, bravo, my good sir, whoever you are, Birdie man. Yes, bravo. Now, if you don't mind, I would try to go back to sleep now because you were disturbing my nap. But that was a very good song, and very good song about a lot of things. I mean, although I totally forgot the lyrics. What were they? No, don't say what they were. I'll probably figure it out in time. But what was your name again? I didn't quite catch it the first time. Yeah.
I'm Victor Cervantes. At your service, my friend.
Oh, Victor. Oh, how do you do? My name is Nair, not Nia. Nair. I am a wandering acrobat of. I don't want to say what of acrobat of, but I basically wander around. And by the way, you wouldn't happen to be from Kalexia, which by any chance, would you?
No, I am more closely associated with España.
Oh, España! Don't know where that is, but I'm sure it's a lovely place. And well, it's a good to meet you. I will drink to that. And he basically takes his jug and he basically downs a thing, and you see some milky white fluid come out, and he burps and good. Well, a good performer like you, Mr. Man, would definitely like to have a drink. So maybe we should have one together. Oh, and I see you. Oh, and you look like you have a captive audience. and he basically counts it out. Oh, yes, looks like about 8, 9, 8, 10, 12 people are here. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, and he looks at Birds like, oh, and a big, fluffy, whatever owl thing that is. Oh, yes. But okay. Well, in any case, I think this calls for a celebration of your prowess. And what was I on again about? Oh, yes, my name is Naya. How do you do? So, um,
It's
hey,
a pleasure. I'll step up to him. Pleasure to
Okay.
make your acquaintance, friend.
All pleasures are mine, my good fluffy birdman friend. Yes. Yes. Eh, mm, eh.
May
Yeah.
I make an insight check? I want to see is this guy as drunk as he seems, or is he playing it up a bit? So here's an insight check. 20.
Seems to be on the up and up.
Yeah, he is. He is drunk as a lord, as they would say.
Yeah, you would be able to smell it off of his breath. The fermented milk. I don't know what he's drinking.
Yeah, it's fermented goat milk, actually.
Oh, for the love of Christ, I'm going to throw up.
Wow.
Well,
Brynjar, you received
Oh, I see that.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
How do I?
GM. Do /W space GM.
Base sentence.
Click
Okay, I
on
see.
yeah, and then space, and then you should be able to type whatever you want to me.
Taj is going to say, well, Mr. Cervantes, wherever you're staying, they'll get our business as well. Anwar, hey, a world-class celebrity is here. Do you think you can give him a discount on a room?
Oh yes, no, it is very good to have bards of vast, renown staying with you. Absolutely, all of our best too. Please be our guest.
Perfect. Mr. Cervantes, this is Anwar. He runs a certified establishment here.
Yes, it is certified. We have all of our certificates, all of our clearances. We're clean.
Yes.
Is it a
well, I would
shop?
be a fool not to take such a strong recommendation. Thank you.
Hang on, I have to respond to Brynjar.
Brynjar and Bert catching up on old times. Bert's like,
assume
where's
Brynjar
Morgan? The
is
moon
either
goddess told me to
staring
eat
at
him.
Bert, or Brynjar has learned how to whistle at him, or like he's just cawing.
All right, so
Oh wait, that's why. Okay.
Mosalon collects the coins up off the ground, and he gives them to you, Brynjar. And then he reaches into his pack, like his fanny pack, but not behind him on his fanny. It's on his belt, and
Right.
reaches in and he gives you 1 platinum and 50 gold.
Okay.
Let me
Oh,
write.
thank you.
So put that on your character sheet. And
I did.
he tells you that he's been bringing Bert out here to exercise. He tells you that Bert's current size happened overnight. About 5 days ago, he thinks. 5 nights ago. They just sort of walked out to the courtyard where they'd been keeping Bert, and then suddenly he was huge.
Hopefully he hasn't been too much of a menace.
No, he has been fine. The children have been quite appreciative, and he kind of points to the money. And you would guess that that's Bert's accumulated total. We've been using it to help feed him, but that's the remainder. But No, he's been fine. He hasn't been violent or anything. It sometimes he'll look at somebody like he wants to eat them, but he hasn't made a move to do such.
I can only imagine since it's happened twice since I've seen it. So
Yes. But welcome back. We are glad that you were. Well, I would say that you were all alive, but it looks as if two of you are gone.
Yeah,
we did.
unfortunate.
Yes, we had a couple of setbacks. I guess we should probably catch everybody up on what's transpired in the last couple weeks.
Victor, if you'd like to hear a tale of a doomed hero, then you're more than welcome to join us.
I would like nothing more. You
Is there
look as though you are
storm?
seasoned adventurers yourselves, yes?
Quite, we are on a quite a particular quest.
Shall we take this conversation back to the what is it, the Camel's Hump or something? Is that the
Mhm.
name?
I think it was the camel. I think it was it the camel's teat?
It's a different sign every time we show
It's
up, right?
okay. The guy can't decide on the name.
And so Anwar says, "Oh, give me a moment, my friends. We're just not carrying things in from the market. Give us 5 minutes to get things presentable for you."
Very well.
Excelente.
And he and his
Thank you,
daughters
senor.
head off with, sacks of goods and foods and whatnot and spices, and head over to the market. And Mosalon, who is going to explain to Mosalon what has happened?
I think it's up to me.
Somebody,
Yeah, I
somebody with a good history check.
I was about to say, someone who was there.
I have a fair history check. I don't have proficiency. Taj
Not
will
me.
keep it brief, saying although we were successful in claiming all the items, we had some run-ins with these Dune Lords. He'll kind of speak quietly on that matter. We had some run-ins with these Dune Lords, and but we ran into an impasse where our friend Johann of Quo had a bit of a disagreement with Morgan. We were able to revive him, but I don't think he was able to pass judgment with the gods, and they gave him a punishment.
Did the party realize that it happened?
No,
I don't
the
think
party
so,
just
no.
saw Morgan get dragged down to hell.
So we saw get dragged down, but I only assumed like he was alive, so something is claiming something religious is going on, and I assume Pyre has said like that. What did you explain? Your Amaran feelings, like
Yeah.
what, like hey, Amara wouldn't have wanted you to interfere on the matter.
Yes, I have definitely stated that multiple times. Do
Mhm.
you want? Can I make a religion check to see if I know what's happened to?
Yeah, give me a religion check. You get advantage on this because it was your goddess who decided his fate. Okay. Yeah, you would guess that Morgan. You raised Morgan, but the moment that Morgan died, his fate was kind of sealed as to getting judged. So
Yeah, and
when he was raised, when you successfully raised him, it still drug him down to face judgment. And then the fact that he did not come back tells you that Amara,
It didn't go well.
that Amara decided against him.
mm-hmm.
Meaning, and Amara, the goddess of compassion, is not going to doom him to an eternity in our world's version of hell, but she is fine with condemning him to walk the earth alone forever,
Mm-hmm.
so that he can have time to think about the things he's done, the people that he's crossed, things that he could have done differently. He will have an eternity to think as he keeps his own company until the end of Levis.
Yes. So that's how I'll kind of keep it to Muslim. Just keeping it brief as we're talking very briefly here, in public still. But yes, there's a disagreement between Johann and Morgan, and I don't think the gods let him give him a pass this round. So he's he's moved on. We are without two now, which is quite the issue.
Victor will remove his hat and will say, "My condolences for the loss of your friend."
I
Hey.
appreciate that. He's
That is a very, very sad tale. I know what it's like to lose someone too. And he drinks something and says, but as long as you remember where they look like, where they are, and keep their memory alive, then they're not really gone, are they? Sometimes they basically wander around inside your behind your eyes, little little worms or birdies. Like the big birdie here, and he points to Bert. Like yes, but yes, we honor them, memories and everything. Like your good friend Morgan and Johan, was it? What? And he
Johann.
basically says
It
it's like.
was Magiskarin.
And as soon as you say Magiskar, he looks at you like,
You were hanging around with a person from Magiska,
Look,
were you?
I didn't agree with
Let
his
me
stuff.
tell you something about Magiska, shall I? They are a bunch of heathens, a bunch of retrogrades, who are basically nothing but slavers, degenerates, and all sorts of things. What? You were lucky to be rid of that man. Or they're not really men. But in any case, if he was in your company and if you were basic center, I would have basically torn your throat out. But I'm not a violent man necessarily. Don't get me wrong. I like people very much, but no, Magiskars are different thing altogether. So you were good news, good. Yes, you got rid of him. Yes, very good, very good. Yes.
We noticed some of his
Eccentricities.
eccentricities.
Yes, very eccentric. And by the way, miss, did you know both of your heads are on fire? You sure you don't want to put those out?
That's how I am. Don't worry.
Oh, yes. But your fire is like, not a very burning fire like you get burned. You seem to have a very, very warm, fiery thing that you do, like, you make people feel better. Yes, I can see that. Yes, both of your heads seem to have that way about you. Yes, yeah, and big stony
Hey.
fellow over here. And he points to you, Taj. He says, "Yes, you look like you've been seeing a lot of things in your life, I think." And I see, and he points to the to Tart and everything. I take it you're very the crafty fellow over. Yes, I can tell. You seem to be very good with crafty things. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And I can see these things. Yeah. Sometimes. Yes.
Very very crafty. I guess is the term.
Mm-hmm.
You're are what exactly are you? I hope it's not a touchy subject.
Oh. Well, I happen to be a man who looks like a cat, talks like a cat, acts like a cat, sometimes thinks like a cat, but I'm not a cat, you see, or pussycat, or lion, or whatever cat I'm supposed to be. No, I am a man like you, sort of, but who is cat-like, if that makes sense, but maybe not. But I am definitely not from these parts. I'm from very far away, and been wandering the desert for a long time. Yes, that's yeah. By the way, my name is Naya. How do you do? And he
I
basically
was gonna say, where do you buy that milk that you've been drinking?
Oh, fermented goat. Oh, the goat's milk. Oh, fermented. Yes, you have to know that. Let me. I will tell you how to find a little boy. But you see, they would see. You usually take some goat and you sort of milk it and everything, and you leave it in around for 3 days, but not too long, because then it will become cheese, and you can't drink cheese unless you basically melt it, and then you can't really drink it. But then you can dip things into it like crickets or donuts. Um, but no, donuts aren't soft. But you have to make them basically let them let they have to be we have to let them sit in the sun for so they crunchy like the goat's milk, you see. And the longer you put, and the sort of 3 days should do the trick for the goat's milk. But yes, but you can of course buy the goat's milk themselves, and they can allow you to ferment it for you. But yes, that's how I that's how the world began, I think. Yes. Would you
And
like to
that's
try some? Oh
and
wait,
that's where
no, you're
baby hydras
underage.
come from.
Yes. Yo, I would like I won't give you anything because you're probably underage, little boy. So yeah, but I'm probably give it to the big fella over here. That yes, you big hairy fellow, and he looks at Brenyon. Yes, you look like you're a big, strong, burly fellow who 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 likes big birds. Given the fact that you were very palsy wowsy with your big bird fellow over here, points to Bert, and this other big bird fella over here, and he says, "Who needs to buy me a drink? Yes, don't you need to buy me a drink, Mister Cervantes? Yes."
I've said as much, yes, my friend.
Ah, yes, good. There we go. All right. Now, yes. Shouldn't we? I guess we should all. I guess we should have a drink. Yes, to celebrate lost departed comrades and those who shall not be forgotten. And he takes another drink and just like yes. And what were we talking about again? Oh yes, the departed companions. Yes.
Taj,
Yes, please. Yes.
Taj, give
Yes.
me a history check.
I'm curious how long you can keep going, to be honest.
I am.
But that
I am
seems a little
100%
cruel.
sure that Mike can keep going.
I'm
for the
sure
next,
Mike
like,
could,
5
but
hours.
we've got other shit we have to do.
23.
All right, so the way this guy described himself,
Yeah.
you would think that he is from the blasted the blasted Serengeti plains of Caixia.
You are a long way from home, sir. Long
yes.
way, I think.
Indeed, I am
like-
definitely a long way from home. I done a lot of walking on my feet. Yes. Very, very,
not
very
that
long.
long. It's in between El Karak and Magiskar, so okay.
Yes.
Still a distance away. Okay. Well, very interesting. Well, Nair, you're more than welcome to join for a drinking conversation. And
Oh yes. Would you like to have? He says, yes. We could make a toast to old compadred friends and new friends and all the wonderful times we had to have together. Yes.
So,
And he drinks
as
new
he
friends.
says that, Taj and Professor Wildiggles, give me Arcana checks. All right. So, Professor Wildiggles, as the group is talking about going inside and maybe getting a drink, you feel the cackling energy of arcane magic all around you in this vicinity of the square now, from all sides. Something is about to apparate.
He
Now,
just sort of spins her and
Taj, you get that same sense, but you have felt this before, this particular energy signature. this particular energy signature is the same one that you have felt previously when in the presence of the king in yellow. And as you come to that realization, 4 huge creatures standing atop powerful legs with powerful arms and nightmarish center torsos that have eyes on either side and a mouth running vertically from its chest to its back. 4 of those appear around you and begin to move in towards the group. I need everyone to give me initiative checks.
All right.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm sure Moslon and Anwar will carry us.
Yeah.
He said everyone.
I'm going pretty first.
Brynjar, I don't think Bert rolls separate initiative. I think he goes on your turn,
Okay.
but I could be wrong. Hang on, let me crack open the
new 2024.
the
players in.
2024. Ugh, good gravy. I had to move these to fill a hole on the computer desk because Linus was getting into stuff he shouldn't be getting into. All right, so let's learn how to ranger.
Right? Yeah. Because I have no idea.
Step 1.
All right. Beastmaster. In combat, the beast acts during your turn. I was correct. It can move and use its reaction on its own, but the only action it takes is the dodge action unless you take a bonus action to command it to take an action in its stack block or some other action. You can also sacrifice one of your attacks when you take the attack action to command the beast to take the beast's strike action. If you have the incapacitated condition, meaning if something has knocked you the fuck out, Brynjar, the beast acts on its own and isn't limited to the dodge action.
Okay.
Do you understand all of that as I have explained it to you?
I believe so.
So
Sounds like a cop talking to somebody. Do you understand what I've told you? Yes.
do you understand these rights as I have laid them out for you? So in your folder, you should see the stats for Bert.
Yep.
So in there is his beast strike and all his saving throws and all that good stuff.
He has a higher charisma than me.
That
Well,
makes
he's really
sense.
cute.
Yeah, he's cute. All right, so he will go on your turn. What, Pyre?
I said he rizzed all the sisters.
Yes. That is true. Although not as much as Will Diggles. Ain't no Riz like Will Diggles. They should just call him Riz Diggle. All right. So
They used to call them wild eagles back then.
let's put ourselves in descending order. All right. First off is Taj.
Well, this is definitely a dangerous situation. Taj needs to start locking some of these things down. He is going to just make sure that he's got all this stuff filled up. We can do this.
This is what these things look like, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
I hate it.
Oh, lovely.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
This is from Tome of Beasts, but the Gugs themselves are Lovecraftian.
Mm.
They're
Ew.
from the dream world,
Gotta be careful about them dreams.
the Dreamlands.
Alright, I'm going to cast Web for now. Actually, so real quick, making sure there's no, like, people here, right? If I throw a fireball here, I'm not killing
Oh yeah,
civilians.
no, there's people. This is a busy marketplace. It will take 2 rounds for the civilians to clear out.
then for now, I'm just going to throw a star from my robe at. Let's see. I'll throw it at the one nearest Brynjar. So this one.
Okay.
And this is just damage. Do 30.
All right, 30 points of damage.
And then I'm going to move back here. And I'm going to have the tarts turn and start firing at the same guy. So why are those dex saves? Sorry, 1 second. There we go. 12 and 22.
All right. So dex saves for which one is that at?
Same guy, this one.
All right. So dexterity saves.
I'm sorry, no dex save. It's just attack rolls. My bad. I don't know why. The tart blast is something different.
Oh, okay.
The tart blast is if they detonate, which they can do.
So they don't roll to hit.
No, it's just the 12 and the 22 to hit.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
Never mind,
sorry,
never
that's
mind,
why. I
never
rolled
mind.
4 times. Yep.
So the 12 does not hit. The 22, however, does.
Awesome. 8 force damage, and I'm just going to move them here and end turn.
Okay. Next up is Brynjar.
Okay. So how does Bert also move? Like, can I move him freely, or does that take parts of my actions?
No. You can move him just the same way that you would move yourself.
Okay.
The only thing he cannot take an action unless you use your bonus action.
Well, he can
Gotcha.
dodge.
He can dodge. That's the only thing he can do unless you use your bonus action to let him make an attack.
So he has 40 feet of movement. I'm going to move him here. Now because of the different sizes and all the creatures and things like that, I'm trying to figure out if I were to move here, do I have flanking?
If you were okay, so the way that's got to go down is we go from the center of your token to the center of the other token. If it goes to the center of the thing that's in between you, and in this case, if you look at it, it does. I'm adjudicating that it does. Then you have advantage.
Okay. All right. Then we begin the process.
So you have advantage. A 13 does not hit.
Okay, I'm going to use a superiority die for precision strike. Where's my precision strike? Precision attack.
Mm-hmm.
I need to roll. Or wait, I can just do this. Okay.
Yep. So 6 added to the hit makes that a 19. That does hit for 23 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Okay.
First blood. Well, I guess Taj got first blood, or Tart did.
Well,
Taj and
technically Taj threw a star first. So.
Oh, that's true.
All right, 25 hits for another 24 slashing damage.
And we'll do another.
27 hits for another 21 points of slashing damage.
And you know what? Let's get Bert in there. Let's do an attack with Bert.
All right, Bert does have advantage with a 23.
So it didn't roll the attack for me. Do I have to click it again?
No. So what you do, see where it says attack? You just click on where it says attack and it'll do the damage for you. So 16 slashing damage, very good. All right, you have attacked. Bird is attacked. Does that end your turn?
It does.
He
Question.
looks like he says,
So
"Are you
I
proud
use-
of me, Dad?"
right?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear any of what Brynjar was saying. Go ahead, Brynjar.
Apologies. So that uses my bonus action. Does it also use my reaction?
Your
does
reaction is used in case like there's a trigger, like somebody moving away from you, which triggers an attack of opportunity, or if you have certain
Okay.
abilities that say this, you can use your reaction. It does
Okay.
not use your reaction; it uses your bonus action.
Okay, super. Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
That does end my turn.
All right. Next up is our friends. This Gug spins around to the creature that just hit it. It makes a... Ooh. It actually kicks out with its legs. To try to stomp Bert. 17 does hit Bert.
Mm-hmm.
Second one likewise hits Bert. Bert takes a total 31 plus 27. Bert takes 58 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bert is down.
Oh wow.
Can't see your rolls.
Yeah. You're on the GM layer, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'll
Not
take a screenshot real quick. Give me a second.
We try.
I believe you.
We all believe you. You do not have to send us a screenshot. It's just we wanted you to change it back.
So the reason that happens is because before the game, before the session starts, I have to set things up, and so I test stuff out, but I do it to the GM so that you guys don't see it when you come in channel early.
So that's gonna proc my sentinel feat.
Okay.
Whenever a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than you, and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature. So I'm gonna do that off the first attack and hoping that the creature instead chooses to attack me with its second attack. But
Okay,
see.
so FYI, and this is mainly so we can get the mechanics of this down, but also,
Mhm.
we need a little bit of pathos. That does kill Bert.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, Bert is your animal companion.
Okay.
So that means something. So just because Bert has been killed doesn't mean that Bert's gone.
Okay.
All right, but he is gone from the combat because this creature just killed him, just stomped him to death. You know what? We'll leave him here and we'll put an X over him for now.
Right.
Okay.
You just have to touch him and expend his spell slot within 1 minute, and he comes back to life with the new rules.
Now, when he comes back to life, I don't think he comes back fully healed.
1 HP.
1 HP, yeah, I was about to say. All right, so that will be that Gug's turn. Next up,
Gets hit hard.
this
Did
Gug.
he take the extra 25 points of damage?
Yeah, the one that you did, because you did hit
Okay.
him with a 22.
Okay.
So, next up is this creature. He is going to jump. Let me make sure he's got enough movement. Yeah, he does. He is going to jump next to Turret and Taj. This creature is going to jump up next to Turret and Pyre. This one jumps next to Nair and, well, over on the other side is Victor. Oh, and Mosalon. Oh no, Mosalon.
Oh.
Dibs on his
Alright.
sunglasses when he dies.
That's a diamond.
Right.
So, this Gug will attack Taj. Let's see, what does he want to do? He is going to raise his arms and try to hit you, Taj.
Damn.
Rude.
32 hits.
Yep.
Oof.
And then the second attack, 25 also hits.
I'll cast shield.
Okay. So, just as an FYI, when that second attack came down, there's a little something extra on that, Taj. You got your shield up in time, but you're starting to feel tired and worn out. You're not
So-
exhausted, but you feel like if maybe that second blow had hit you, maybe you would be.
Glad I shielded.
Instead, you take 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
22. Perfect. That's the crit one?
Yeah, that was the crit.
Okay, just making sure.
Next
And it was-
up,
Alright.
You guys have
Okay.
fun.
Sorry.
next up is this creature, this Gug right here. It's going to attack Pyre.
Whoa.
Let's see, what does it want to do? I think it's going to make 2 stomping attacks on you. That hits. Second one hits. For a total of 33 points of bludgeoning damage.
Roll it.
This one over here is going to attack Nair,
Hmm.
looking for 16. It's going to make 2 slam attacks on
Mhm.
Nair.
Okay.
17 hits.
That one
28
hits.
hits.
On the first
Um,
attack,
Quick
I
question.
guess
Hang
I'll
on.
let
I've
Mike finish.
got 2 people talking to me. Let's resolve with Mike first.
Okay. Question. Is this one right here? Is that within 5 feet of me?
It is not. It is, in fact,
Okay.
10 feet away from you.
10 feet. Okay. Never mind then. Okay.
Victor. What were you
Yes,
saying?
when that first attack hits, I'm going to use my cutting words to try and make it miss.
All right.
I will use my Burdick inspiration, so it gets this
Whoa. Did you
subtracted
just
from
call
that
it your
attack.
Burdick inspiration?
I did.
Yep, it's in his.
Yes, he did.
I hate you like
What?
herpes.
Hey, listen. I lost Morgan, and so we all suffer.
All right.
Oh,
He will
gosh.
call out with a loud mariachi yell. Well, I do it, but there's people asleep in the house. But yeah.
All right, so at 17 minus 8 is a 9. That misses. But the 28 does hit. Nair takes
Mhm.
17 bludgeoning.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough.
And I think that will end their turn. Next up is Victor Cervantes.
Right.
The Heart of España.
That's right. Let's see what these. All right. So there's still a lot of civilians in the area. So not going to hit with any huge AOE spells, of which bards get so many.
I
Let's
was about
see.
to say.
I mean, I could get any spell I want, but it's a little limiting. So I will start off. I need to know how these guys do
I
with
could
psychic
get any
damage.
spell I want, but it's a little limiting.
Well, you only get. I have 6 spells from not the bard list. But anyway, so let's see. This guy who was fighting Brynjar, he's already taken some damage. I will cast a spell. We're gonna Dissonant Whispers this fool. So DC 19, Wisdom saving throw. That's intelligence, but
Oh, wait, hang on.
hopefully they're not that wise.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, nice.
All right.
All
so-
right. It takes 10 psychic damage, and it must move as quickly as it can away from Brynjar.
Hang on. -10. Move as fast as it can away from Brynjar.
Or sorry, away from Victor.
Okay. So it's going to move its movement speed, which is 40. 5, 10, 15. Brynjar, do you wish to take an attack of opportunity? Brynjar.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted. I said absolutely.
All right. So you do 25 points of damage, and you reduce its movement to 0.
Mhm.
I believe that's correct, isn't it?
That is correct.
Okay. Very good.
That was my intended plan. All right, so with my bonus action, I will inspire. Let's see. How about Nair, since he's right there? He will say, "It's time to act, friend. You seem like a seasoned fighter. Show us what you can do." And I will fly up, we'll say 20 feet, because I don't want to get punched. You have Burdick Inspiration, which
And
is a
that
die
is,
12, and you
at
can
this
use it.
level is what is the?
It's a D12.
Oh, okay, got
We are at the highest level
it.
of,
Nice. All right.
of birding up we can do. I will lay one face down
Okay.
card and
All
end
right.
my turn.
All right.
Remind me what the DM inspiration
Okay.
does.
At the end of Victor Cervantes' turn, the Gugs take their legendary actions.
I don't like that.
Each Gug is going to... Well, let's see. This one over here is still within Brynjar's melee range, and Brynjar is still within its melee range. I think he's going to attack Brynjar. I think he put Bert down, so now he wants a piece of you. So I think he's going to make one stomp attack at you, Brynjar. Gets a 19. That does hit you.
My AC is 19, yeah.
You take 23 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
This one is going to attack Taj. Also with another stomp. 30.
That beats shield.
You take 22 bludgeoning.
Ow.
Man, these guys are heavy hitters.
This one will attack Pyre. Again with a stomp. 25 hits Pyre. For 13 bludgeoning. This one reaches out with its powerful, spindly arms and attacks Victor Cervantes.
Jeez, this guy got 20-foot reach.
Or actually, no, he's gonna hit you with one of his long, spindly, powerful legs. Victor,
Also gross.
17 hits your AC
That does.
for 19 bludgeoning.
Ow. You kick Bird.
All right.
Bird.
Next up is Professor Will Diggles.
Will Diggles kind of squats, looks around nervously, grabs it. I had something in my mouth. Grabs his messenger back, and he's gonna do Steel Wind Strike on all four of them.
Counterspell. No one upstages the Bard.
Wow. Hold on, I gotta find where I'm gonna push.
That's a great chance to use it, yeah. Honest to God, I would have taken that spell if I didn't know you already had it.
Why?
I did that.
No, I know you did that, but I punched my attack right before that, and it just rolled the one thing.
You have to roll 5 times.
Yeah, you got to do it 5 times.
4 times. There's 4 enemies.
Or 4,
I
yeah.
guess.
4, yeah. Well, that
Yes,
you
there's
know
one.
of.
2, 3, 4.
All of those hit. So go ahead
Fuck
and
yeah.
roll where it says Steel Wind Strike. Roll that 4 times.
I just did.
No,
Oh,
no.
I see.
Well, the
Fro-
word for the damage.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Dude.
Are you keeping up with which one is which?
So that one was for the first one? Yeah, just do. Okay, hang on. 45. Which one is the first one? Which tick is that? 45.
Oh, let's just do them clockwise from here.
Okay, so 45, and then this. Oh, clockwise. Clockwise would be this one if you're going clockwise. 35. 41.
Big money, big money.
28.
Dude, that is some monster damage.
Yeah,
And I have
that's.
to end within five feet, so I'll end
Over
up back
100 damage.
I had never heard of that. Is that a broken Tasha spell?
That's a Xanathar's, actually.
Is it?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
Well,
good, but it's save or suck. Like you can just miss and do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And it's
also,
really bad against a single
downside is
target.
you must end up within 5 foot of the target or a
Yeah,
target.
so it's fun, and then you get squished.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yep.
All right.
So it's good number.
Bonus actions.
And those are some banging rolls.
Yeah, that ends my turn.
Yeah, that
I
was some
think the average is
heavy
like
hitting
33.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's Brynjar level damage.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's egregious. Don't worry, it will not be forgiven.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Hang on. It doesn't say you have to. It doesn't say you wind up there.
It says
You can then teleport. The way I interpret that,
I see what
you can
Oh,
choose
the-
not to.
I agree with the way it's worded in here, but I could have swore I read on 5 units.
the new one says you then teleport. It takes out the you can. The 2024 one says you then teleport. So it's up to
Okay.
You
you.
know how much George loves the 2024 edition.
No,
Yeah.
we'll go with
Oh,
that if they meant to clarify that.
This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. I like that one. Good change.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with Will Diggles being there.
There you go.
Will Diggles, come and hang out and jump in my orifice.
That's how it works. You do a cool thing. It's really cool. Then you get smushed. That's how it works.
All right, that seems like a fair trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Will Diggles, is that in your turn?
Mm-hmm.
It does.
You can try to. You still got movement. You can try to run away.
That one doesn't have a reaction, actually.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Wait, this one? Yeah. Why doesn't this one have its reaction?
Dissonant Whispers. It uses its reaction to run
Oh,
away.
that's right. It doesn't have its reaction. That's dirty meta, but that's true.
Good spell.
Actually, I want to stay there for reasons.
Okay.
Will
Next-
Duke was like, I am the danger.
Next up is Pyre. How you feeling, Pyre? If you're talking, we can't hear you at all.
Alex has to turn the mic so it faces me, but not great.
We gotta fix that.
We're trying to make a good plan to fix it. But I'm gonna bring out my old friend. Let me pull it because I have it in here. Da 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 da. Spiritual weapon.
All right.
Bonk him. Oh.
No bonk.
Aw. Keep holding it.
All right.
Mom.
So 13 does not hit.
Um,
I think that only uses your bonus action, though, doesn't it? Yeah, it only uses your bonus action.
Yes, I still have my action, and I'm going to cast.
You already cast the spell.
Oh yeah. Bummer. I'm gonna move.
You can cast a cantrip. Hit it with Sacred Flame.
Your.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just, you do what you want to do.
Can we do cantrips on top of a spell?
If you've got
Yep.
the action economy for it.
Gotcha.
The problem is casting leveled spells. You can't like be a sorcerer and fireball,
Mhm.
click and fireball.
Sacred Flame. Where is that? Where the hell is that? I don't have it, my love.
What?
I can't find Sacred Flame.
Do you have Sacred Flame? Do you have Toll the Dead?
I do
Check
have
your
Toll of the
pockets.
Dead.
That's usually better.
Alright. We're
did you
doing
leave it
that. Whop.
Oh. Wisdom save. Give me just a second. I got to ban somebody.
Oh
Are
no.
they trolling in your Twitch or something?
Yeah. Ooh, there's a note. Possible ban evader.
Oh,
Hmm.
They found me.
silly troll, you have no power here.
I thought there was a way that you just...
Actually, I'm to because I still have enough movement.
There we go.
Be there.
All right. So, okay, so you're going to move around. So,
I
DC 18 wisdom save. Let's see.
I mean, those guys aren't great with wisdom saves.
They are not. They're at a -1.
Yeah.
He has taken damage. So,
It actually takes the lower damage then.
well, it takes, hang on here. 11th level, 3d8 or 3d12. Yeah, it does. It takes the lower damage because the lower damage is 3d12. It takes 20 points of damage.
Unlucky, but hey, damage is damage.
I'm happy.
You hit him with the bong.
I did.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope, that'll be it. I used all my movement and all my actions.
All right.
Nice, efficient.
Next up is Nair.
Yep. So Nair, he's kind of after that last blow. He's almost sober, but he's going to. He's like, well, that was rude. And so he's going to do his first attack with his quarterstaff. So
20 hits.
Okay. He will go ahead and roll on on the damage on that. So that's 8, and he's also going to spend a key point to do. He's going to the DM's favorite, stunning strike. So the DC on this is going to be, I believe, calculate right. It is a DC Constitution it's a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
DC 15.
Yes,
If you dump
because it's
wisdom?
8 plus my wisdom save by wisdom modifier plus my proficiency bonus.
All right. If it's DC 15, he's got it.
Okay.
Your wisdom
All right.
bonus is
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
Do what?
No, sorry.
Wisdom,
I was just...
wisdom is...
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
We have too much
So
crosstalk. What's going on?
okay, so that's
All right. So, so you did
Okay.
eight bludgeoning to him, but the
that's
go ahead.
the stunning strike didn't work. Okay.
No.
So then I do a second attack with the staff.
Okay. That hits.
That's a 20. Okay.
Another 11.
And then that's 11, and then I'm going to spend another key point to do flurry of blows. So that gives me 2 unarmed strike.
As a
with
bonus
my,
action. Yep.
With this, so I'm going to do so. Here's a
19 hits.
as a bonus action. Yep, 19
for 6.
Okay. That's a 6, and then I'm going to do another one here,
That hits.
and then do another hits. Okay, so it's another 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And then after that, I am going to let's take a look here for a second. If I look at something here real quick. Yeah, so I'm actually going to move away. And before you say, oh, but he takes an attack of opportunity, my drunken technique, basically, anytime I land flurry of blows, I basically get the benefit of the disengage action for free. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And that will end my turn.
All right. Next up is round 2. We are already at 9:54. So Taj, you will probably have the last turn tonight.
All right.
Just clarifying, people are starting to run away.
Yes, it'll still take through this second turn for people to have cleared y'all's area.
Yes.
And to have fled away out from, like, if you want to be able to start indiscriminately dropping fireballs and whatnot, then yes, you can safely do it after round 2.
Okay. So
I did say it would take 2 rounds to clear the crowd.
Yes. I'm going to do a bonus action and have this tart move out of here. So that's 2 opportunity attacks.
Oh, also, Anwar and Moslan would have noped it the hell out.
Good. Thank you. Appreciate it. So this tart is leaving.
So it takes 2 opportunity attacks. I think they're gonna resist the urge.
No.
Nah.
You sure? It's very easy to whack him.
I feel like you're being sneaky. I feel like you're being tricksy and false.
How have I ever done that? Going to fire. They're firing at the one that. I guess they're firing at the one that Brynjar hit. This one. I think this is the most damaged one.
Yeah.
Okay. Bang, bang.
All right. So both of those hit for 15 points of total damage. Professor Wildiggles, the creature in front of you, the large, nightmarish creature, looking pretty bad, looking pretty beat up. Just FYI.
Yep, I was going to ask when I got to my
Do I
turn.
have anything focused? I can do that. That's kind of fun. Have we done fire damage to them?
Not as of yet.
I don't believe so.
Okay, we're gonna find out then. I'm gonna do Scorching Ray. And I'm gonna do it at 4th level, so that is 5 shots.
Start Scorching Ray.
You would have disadvantage because you got one of them right next to you.
Yeah, technically, this thing's up on a split level, but they're giant-sized, so you'd be able to see the top of this thing above the markets.
I'll back up away from this one for the regular attacks.
Okay.
'Cause it's 11.
Yeah, it'll totally try to hit you.
Okay.
So let me see.
It's not going to, but wishful thinking.
23.
See? Right. No issue. And then 4 more attacks. Boomstick is off. Scorching Ray. Doot.
Was that
There we
all
go.
the same one?
Yes, all this guy. And that second 6 is a 7. Oh, okay, they're both 7s. Because of Elemental Adept, because ones count as 2s. So it is in total 15, 22, 32, 42, 49, 50.
Whoa, where are you getting? Where are you getting 49?
I'm adding all the force and all the fire damage together.
All the force.
From target.
I'm adding the force ballistas and the scorching rays all together.
Oh, I already took the ones off, or the force stuff. I already took that off.
Oh, okay. So then it is 14, 24, 32.
Yeah.
32 fire damage from scorching ray.
So this thing gets lit up in front of you, Will Diggles, and it looks even worse now.
I'm sorry, not 32. 49. 49. So add 17 more damage. and that's it.
10 plus 6 is okay. 10 plus
I
16.
did 5 attacks.
16 plus 6, 22. 22 plus 8 is 30. Where's the rest of it coming from?
Two or seven.
there's
the
the-
2 6 or 7.
There's the first
Okay.
one that was 17
That's right.
damage with
That's
the
right. 17
and
plus 7, 24
I'm
plus 8 is 32.
So it's 32,
Plus the
and
boomstick.
and that's including the scorching ray at the top with the plus 7.
The scorching ray up top with the 7.
So the force ballista attacks.
You
we
got
did
5
those.
attacks with the scorching ray?
Scorching ray does 3 shots when you do it at level 2. I did it at level 4, and it's 1 additional ray per attack.
Okay. All right.
So there you
So in that case,
There we go.
that
Sorry
would be
about
another
sorry.
17 points of damage.
And that's it.
That would be enough to kill it.
Thank God.
So Will
That's-
Diggles, this thing gets lit up in front of you, and then it looks a little scared suddenly, as its entire body is engulfed in fire, and then fire erupts out of the gaping maw orifice that is its mouth, and it begins to burn from the inside out. As it
Man,
falls
I wish I
down,
could kill that thing's soul.
as it falls down dead at your feet.
I'm gonna need some backup over here, I'm sure, as I'm about to start getting attacked. And turn.
All right, and it is exactly 10 o'clock. When we start next time, it'll be Brynjar's turn.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Sorry we killed your owlbear so soon, Brynjar.
Eh,
Sorry, we'll bring
I
him
know
back.
he's okay, but
He'll get
Brynjar
better.
does not. So Brynjar's gonna be very mad on his turn.
I know you got reunited just in time to watch Bert get flattened.
Reunited and
All right, well, we will.
I
make
plan
it-
on spending every cent of gold on trying to get gear. I don't know, like specialty plate mail or something. I don't know. He needs some armor class.
That's called barding, and it's expensive for the good stuff.
It is expensive.
That's like I said. I will spend every dime that I have.
Perfect.
All right, well, it'll
I
have to
think of all
wait.
the money Morgan died with.
It'll have to wait until combat is over. So we will see you guys next week. Say goodbye to everybody who's
All
gonna
right.
watch this later on the YouTubes.
Bye-bye,
Bye,
chat.
everybody.
In the
Okay.
tubes.
Bye, chat.
Like and
Chat.
subscribe.
Bye, and YouTube.
Hit the bell.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Yep.
Like,
Have a good
subscribe,
night.
hit the bell.
Bye.
Yeah,